What's good, everybody? Welcome back to LTQ Wrestling Podcast. Monday Night Raw took place, had some good moments, had some man moments. Let's talk about the big moment. Jey Uso. He starts off the show. He's yeeting. The crowd's into it. They're energetic. He does a yeet encore. He's getting on the announce table. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole are a vibe, just like the whole crowd is. And Gunther attacks him. And Gunther beats him down. He beats the heck out of Jey Uso, and they had the security come out there, referees, agents, whatever. They take Gunther up on the stage, and Jey grabs the mic. And he says, I know I'm going to regret this, but I choose you at WrestleMania. Jey Uso versus Gunther at WrestleMania 41. And it will now be Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Very good segment. By the way, Tears was going to join me for this. He was having connectivity issues, so any thoughts he had, he let me know before we did this video. So if he has any thoughts on this that I needed to say, I will say them. But yeah, Jey Uso against Gunther. I'm ready for it. I figured he was going to choose Gunther. There's a lot of bad blood there. They already had a match. Gunther's been underestimating Jey the entire time. They've been face to face. And it would have been dope to see Cody against Jey, but I think Gunther against Jey makes a lot more sense. This is a tough match to book because do you have Jey win the championship? He's over as a mofo right now. Do you pull the trigger and do Jey Uso as world champion right now? That's the big question for Triple H and creative. Or do you continue to roll with Gunther as your world heavyweight champion? There's been a lot of underwhelmingness about Gunther's title reign. And I could see the argument of saying, like, listen, Gunther hasn't worked out as a world champion. This is the most over Jey Uso's going to be right now. Let's put the world title on him. Let's strap the rocket on this guy even more and see where he goes as our number one guy on the Raw brand. So we'll have to see. But if I had to vote, I would definitely choose Jey Uso to win this match. Good segment overall. The crowd loved it. And we'll have to see where it goes from here. We also had Liv and Raquel Rodriguez against Io Sky and the returning Dakota Kai. This match went on a while, back and forth. Tears said it went a little bit too long for his taste. But I did think it was an awesome match overall. They did a lot of cool stuff, back and forth. And Liv takes the pin, surprisingly, which was surprising. Io Sky gets the win. Liv got busted open on her eyebrow, like right here, and her whole face was like red down the side of it. It was brutal. She did like a code breaker in midair because Raquel had a Io Sky on her shoulder, and they did like a catapult code breaker, which was an insane spot. Io was holding her nose for a minute. I thought maybe she broke her nose or something, but she was cool. But Liv definitely suffered an injury. But Sky and Kai get the win. Maybe this sets up, maybe a triple threat tag match in the future. They did confirm on the show the Raw after Elimination Chamber, it will be Rhea Ripley against Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. So I can't wait to see that. I'm surprised they're doing it on a Raw, but it does show they're probably not going to do Io Sky and Rhea at WrestleMania. Could be wrong, but really looking forward to that match. But a good tag team match between these four ladies. No disappointments here for me. We had Bayley against Lyra Valkyria, an Elimination Chamber women's qualifying match. This match was up and down. Some sloppiness, not on the same page throughout sometimes during this match. It just seemed kind of like all over the place at moments. Bayley gets the win, though, and qualifies. Roxanne Perez was at ringside. She did not interfere. She didn't really get involved or anything. She was just chilling. She's been at ringside in a lot of Bayley's matches. She's in the qualifying match next week against Raquel Rodriguez, so that should be interesting to see who wins that. But yeah, not really too much to say about this match. I mean, it went on a little bit, and Bayley gets the win, so they're putting a lot of bets. I feel like they probably think Lyra Valkyria is not really ready for Elimination Chamber yet. Because Elimination Chamber, it's one of the most dangerous matches. You gotta have a lot of experience. Obviously, you got to get them in to get that experience, but she hasn't been on the main roster that long. They probably want to put a lot of veterans and big names in this. And Lyra, yes, she's the women's mid-card champion right now. She's not in that main level of like some of the women already in that chamber. So I feel like they're going with a lot of bigger names in this for the men's and the women's to see who gets that final world title match on each side for WrestleMania. AJ Styles had a segment. Not really too much happened in the segment. Dom Mysterio and Carlito come out. They have a back and forth jabs at each other. Rey Mysterio says, you're always going to be known as Rey Mysterio's punk-ass kid. I think that's the line he used. And they start brawling. And that's it. Next week, it'll be AJ Styles against Dirty Dom Mysterio. And that should be a fun match. So we'll have to see where they go with AJ Styles. They had a backstage face-to-face Braun Breaker and AJ Styles. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, look, I'm in. I'm involved in this. I like it. I think that could be, and Tiers said this as well, I think that could be the WrestleMania match for the Intercontinental Championship. You do Braun Breaker and AJ Styles. I'm all aboard. Sign me up for that match. That's very intriguing. We had a tag team title match. The Creed brothers are American made against the Viking Raiders. No, War Raiders. I apologize. I hate calling them the Viking Raiders. It's just a habit. War Raiders. War Raiders against the Creed brothers. Back and forth match. Worked really well together. Two big athletic teams. And they just kicked ass in this match. They had a really good match till the ending. It ends after one of the Creed brothers grabs the championship and hits one of the War Raiders with it. And that's it. I don't really understand the logic in that because why not just win the match to send a message? They said, oh, because Michael Cole said on commentary, he's like, oh, the Creeds are doing this to send a message. But wouldn't beating the champions be a bigger message than just showing like, oh, we can't beat y'all. We're just going to DQ ourselves and then beat y'all up? Like, I don't know. I didn't really understand the logic by the Creeds in that, but hey, they're not the ones writing the creative. So CM Punk comes out. He's talking about the Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber, talks his goals, and he says he will go on the Win Elimination Chamber and face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania and defeat him. He said, I earned my opportunity. Some didn't. And he's referencing John Cena, saying Cena didn't earn his opportunity in this match. He just got it. And he said, John's a legend in this business. He's earned, the opportunity to call his shot. But he said, I worked my ass off to get in this chamber, and I will beat the crap out of John and anyone else in it and end up winning and go on to WrestleMania. So, yeah, Punk was going at Cena a little bit in this, and I can't really blame him. Cena didn't really earn his opportunity in this match at all. He just said, you know what? I lost the Rumble, so I'm going to be in the Elimination Chamber. Didn't have to win a qualifying match. Didn't have to be anybody to be in it. He just said, you know what? I'm in the match. So I could get some of the fan frustration and Punk's frustration with that. Like, why do we all have to earn our opportunity? But John Cena just gets right in the match. Logan Paul comes out. He's getting booed heavily. Punk's just sitting there laughing, smiling, saying, you would think you're Dirty Dom Mysterio out here with this crowd reaction. And Logan Paul's talking his shit. He's saying, I threw you out the Royal Rumble. I have your number. And I'm going to beat all of you guys at Elimination Chamber. Punk says, I forgot you were even in a match tonight. And he says, the number you need to worry about is 619, referencing his opponent tonight, Rey Mysterio. And Paul gets ready for his match. And that's the main event, Rey Mysterio against Logan Paul. Fantastic match. You could say what you want about Logan Paul. You could hate his, how he is in real life. You could hate his brand, whatever. This guy is amazing in the ring. I get, he has a lot more time to prepare and everything, but that don't take away from the fact that he is a pro at this with less in-ring time than a lot of the roster. Like, he is fantastic. Hasn't had a bad match. All the stuff he does looks great. He did a moonsault tonight where he had to jump far as hell to hit it, and it landed perfectly. Like, it's just his in-ring psychology and reading, his opponent and everything is just it's incredible. And this match was awesome. He had a new finisher he won with where he lifted up, did a DDT. That was awesome to see. And him and Ray had great chemistry during this match. The last match was great too, and Logan Paul ends up getting the win. And he's in the Elimination Chamber match. So they're loading up on stars in that. I already knew he's going to win this match. But man, what a match. And then it's weird because after the match, the New Day just show up for 2 seconds on your screen. They start attacking Rey Mysterio, and then that's the end of the show. It's I don't know if they had to go off at a certain time. I didn't think they did on Netflix, but New Day attacks them, and that's the end of the show. So very interesting to see that on their part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's Raw. Make sure to like and subscribe for more LTQ Wrestling Podcast content. We upload every single week. Peace.